Hey boys, we're back for another vlog. Yeah, I don't have a selfie stick this time, but we'll have to do without it. like in the beginning, like in the good old days, where I was still innocent and unknowing of what China had to offer. All right, so today we're on the Yellow Mountain. Yeah, I arrived here from Wuhan. So I took the oh wait no I went from Wuhan with train to Wuyuan. It's a small village in the countryside. It's very known because the environment is really pretty, and they have like ancient Chinese villages that are the same like they were 500 years ago. So in Wuhan I rented a bike and I was just biking around and like visiting all these villages, and it was really cool. Like yeah, it was a big change from, because before that I was in Chongqing and I was in Wuhan, and it's really big cities. I really enjoyed Chongqing. I was in a hostel. It was the best one I've been in China so far, like 10 out of 10, really. And yeah, I met some girls from UK. They were really nice. So we spent like a day just taking a cable car in Chongqing and just visiting. It was really cool. And yeah, they live in Huangshan, so I'm gonna meet them next week. Yeah, I'll try to, because they're working there. They're working teaching English, and yeah, so I'll be yeah, I'll meet them there, and we'll probably hang out, and hopefully they can show me around a little bit, because I'm staying in Hangzhou for 3 days. Well, yeah, and then so yeah, then I went to Wuhan, and then I went to Wuyuan, and from Wuyuan I took the fastest bullet train, the ones that go at 350 kilometers an hour, and it's crazy. It goes so fast, and you're just so relaxed on the train. You can just plan your trip. I mean, I love it. I think it's a really good idea to travel by train in China, because you have time to plan your trip, and yeah, like I never thought I would go through like the whole Lonely Planet book that I got from my parents, but yeah, it's really good, and like now I've probably like read a good amount of it. Oof, my arm is tiring. I don't know how long I'm be able to hold this camera. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, then I arrived here. It's called the Yellow Mountain. It's very famous in China for tourists. Now here I just I went for, it was a 3-hour hike to come up. So so yeah, it decided it would take 3 hours. It took me 2 hours, but I didn't take a stop, so I was just powering through. Yeah, so it went quite fast. I thought it would take longer, and I was a bit stressed because I have to be back down there at 4. Otherwise there's no more bus, so I can't go back, because I'm staying in a village not so far from here, but yeah, I have to take the bus for like 1 hour to get there, to get down the mountain. Yeah, the hostel is quite nice. It's situated on an old street, so yeah, it's quite how do I say it? Authentic. Yeah, the street that I'm on, they kept it like as it were like 1,000 years ago. Well, I don't really believe that, but it looks pretty ancient, and yeah, it's cool. The hostel is nice, and it's like 3 times cheaper to sleep there as well, because you can sleep like, I don't know if you can see behind me, there's like houses here. You can book here as well, but of course it's gonna be 3 times more, or a lot more expensive. So behind me you see some Chinese people taking pictures of the view. But I'm just gonna show you the good stuff, right? The view. Yeah. So my brother, he had some good thoughts about my analogy of the stem cells. If we should be communist or if we should go the Trump way. But yeah, I think that really what we should achieve is like for now, we should just achieve like extension of the body really. You know, with healthcare we have like a better immune system, so we can all group together. And I mean, all of these are gonna be really important. And I think that in the beginning, right? Like why did all the organelles come together? It was so they could explore the environment and become bigger, faster, and stronger, and be able to explore new environments and yeah, and be able to harvest the resources, right? So, so yeah, man, I think that's where we're going, right? We have to yeah, explore the environment and gather resources. Like now we're just I think we're in Europe. Like here I'm staying in the hotel, we always talk about like Europe and the whole world. Everyone talk about their country, and everyone's like, oh, it's shit is going down in Europe with like the yellow vest in France and like the Brexit and the rise of nationalism. I think it's so bad. Like we're just stagnating, and if we continue to go downwards, I think that like Chinese are really gonna abuse our system and just gonna buy us up, like, and so all of a sudden we're gonna work for the Chinese, you know. But yeah, we're not there yet. I'm still optimistic that we're gonna turn things around in Europe. And also, you know, we talk of course about the environment, but and obviously it's bad, right? But yeah, I talked to a few people, and like we like the biggest problem is the rise in temperature, right? But for like a couple $100 million, it's a lot of money. But you can still like you can take down the temperature by 2 degrees for $100 million. That's a lot cheaper than like reducing CO2 emissions and stuff. But that's the real problem, right? You have to reduce the CO2 emissions. Like the temperature, sure, you can always find a solution to that, but in the end we need to reduce our imprint on the environment, right? So yeah, I mean, people are freaking out, but I think they're not really informed, and everyone's just like scaring each other. And I mean, you can see it as a really bad thing, you know, that the environment is eventually gonna fuck us, right? But I think it's gonna stimulate us, you know, it's gonna push, you can use it as a mean to like push humanity forward, right? And it's a crisis and we have to deal with it, and I think it can unite people around the goal, and it doesn't have to be all bad, right? And yeah, that got me to an idea, right? You know, when we're keeping animals in the zoo, like imagine humanity is just kept in a zoo on Earth, and you know, if they're not doing great, the animals aren't eating and they aren't reproducing and they aren't evolving, right? Then you know, we poke them with sticks. You know, we put not really, but we try to or like when we are developing like bacterial culture and stuff like that, we change the environment, and that's like to stimulate the organism to evolve. And I think that's what the yeah, what the environment can do to us, right? They can maybe we just live in a computer simulation, and they just want to stimulate us to evolve faster or evolve in a way that we're meant that is like better, I guess. Yeah. So how much? 9 minutes. All right. That's it for this vlog. Maybe I can show you around a little bit before I end it. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy making the vlogs. Yeah, and I mean, I don't always have time for it because there's so much to do in China. Like every time it's crazy. I wake up at like 6 a.m. and we take the bus and you sleep maybe like 6 to 7 hours. There's so much to do. Yeah, I'm really having a blast, and I think that if you can go out and travel, you should definitely do it because it's amazing. Yeah. So next vlog I'll probably be in Huangshan. It's a really big city, or Huangshan. It's an island on the east coast. It's just from Shanghai, and then you go east to the sea. So yeah. So yeah, see you next time, and I hope you're all doing fine back home. Yeah, see you guys.